bow wow wow, chicka bow wow wow, chicka bow 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 wow wow, chicka bow wow wow. The best chin. I'm not sure if I really covered this on this channel. I probably did and don't remember. But there's this thing that Terence Crawford is chinny. I did talk about that actually, but I never actually gave my opinion on both of these guys' chins. Who has the better chin, Errol Spence Jr. or Terence Crawford? Um, there's this misconception about Bud that he has no chin. He's weak in the chin. They said the same thing about Devin Haney. It's almost like when it's a fighter that a certain group or a certain channel don't like, they call him chinny because they want to make their fighter look good, and then kind of like, okay, as if fighters don't get hit. Fighters get punched. This is boxing. It's gonna happen. I said this already 100 times. Floyd Mayweather has some of the best defense in boxing, yet he never was. He couldn't escape being hurt and wobbled, and it happened a few times in his fights. He got hit by Zab a few times. Mike Donna cracked him a few times. Shane Mosley definitely hurt him. You know, but I just find that's real strange. You never hear. How come it's only like that for Terence Crawford? You never hear people say Floyd Mayweather was chinny, right? You ever thought about that? I thought about that today. I was like, Floyd been hurt plenty times, but nobody ever really called Floyd Mayweather chinny. But Terence Crawford gets hurt by Gamboa, gets hurt by Mean Machine. He's chinny. And you know why they saying this? It's because they don't like Bud because of Errol Spence Jr. That's the Spence fanboy shit. That's what that's about. Because there's no other explanation for that on why you would call Bud chinny when he got hit just as much. Floyd Mayweather got hit just as much as Terence Crawford in certain fights, and nobody called him chinny. Oh, but Bud, he took it. He actually hit the canvas. No, he didn't. Unofficially, baby. Unofficially. And I watched that Kavalauskas thing plenty times, and it kind of looked like to me that Bud was in the midst of a punch, and it's kind of like Kavalauskas was still punching him, and he grabbed on to Kavalauskas. It was a weird fall, but it wasn't like he was to the point where, oh my God, when Bud get up, his legs gonna be all over the place. Because we already saw what happened. Okay? These idiots on these channels, they do this. This is the discredit Terence Crawford, all right? But listen, I'm gonna give my opinion. Who has the better chin? Terence Crawford or Errol Spence Jr.? And the answer to that is, I don't know. Because, let me tell you what I mean. I'm not going to say Errol Spence got a better chin than Bud. I'm not going to say Bud got a better chin than Errol. Let me explain why. Reasons is, I watched Terence Crawford. I watched him get rocked, kind of shaky legs and everything, getting some Yoriokas Gamboa. What did Terence Crawford do after that? Did you see him all over the ring? Was he doing a drunken walk? Nope. He whooped ass, got Yoriokas Gamboa out of there. Terence Crawford got hit by Egidijus Kavalauskas. What happened after Bud got hit by Kavalauskas? He got hit again after that. Where was the rocky legs then? He got hit again. He took a good shot that first time. Then he got hit again. And he shook it off like he ate that punch like it was nothing. What happened after that? He whooped ass. Got Kavalauskas out of there. Errol Spence Jr. got rocked by Emmanuel Latte early on in his career. His leg was all, he did the slight stinky leg and he didn't know where he was for just a split second. Gained his composure. Never saw Errol Spence all over the floor. Never saw him like, ooh wee. You never saw him like, oh my, like he was just disoriented. What did Errol Spence do? He whooped ass. He got Emmanuel Latte out of there. Danny Garcia hurt Errol Spence, stunned him. What did Errol Spence do? Gained his composure, whooped ass, went the decision with Danny Garcia. You see where I'm going? Your Dennis guys, who's known to not really be a big puncher, was able to hurt Errol Spence. And no, I'm not talking about when he knocked out his mouthpiece. There was that funny ass face Errol made the first punch when he got hit and it looked like Errol didn't know where he was. That was hilarious, by the way. I laugh at that every time I see that punch. But what happened after that punch? Even after the one he received after the mouthpiece fell out, what did Errol Spence do after that? Never saw Errol like all over the place. Nothing. He whooped ass and stopped Yordenis Ugas and broke his eye. Got him up out of there. And then arguably before that fight, he fought Sean Porter 2 fights prior. Even because it looked like Sean Porter even buzzed Errol. What did Errol do? Shook it off. Came back. Fought a hard fight against Sean Porter and got the decision. So, my point is, I can't say who has the better chin because both of these dudes have been hit pretty good right on the chin. And they both have responded well to those punches. They were hurt. Both of them were hurt. And they both had great punch resistance. They didn't show where it wasn't lingering. They got punched and they shook it off. And what they all have in kind of common, maybe slightly not Errol Spence, but what they all had in common is they whooped ass. Both of them. Only thing is Errol didn't get all the knockouts, but Dennis guys hurt him. He whooped him. He stopped him. He didn't stop Danny and he didn't stop Sean. That's fine, but he won. And more so than the win, it's how they reacted to the punch. I would say both of them got good chins, if you ask me. I would have to say, if I had to pick somebody, I would have to say maybe Errol's chin. Probably he might have a little bit of a fracture there because maybe the accident probably took a little bit out of him. Because he wasn't really doing a lot of that. He wasn't really responding like that until after that accident. Before the accident, he was shaking off punches. But even then, after the accident, I would say that's kind of remarkable. Even after the accident, he still shows that he has a chin. So I can't say the other has a better chin than the other. I just can't. Because the way they responded and stopped opponents and made it to the decision against other opponents, that's a hell of a chin to me. That's world-class shit. It's world-class shit. Hey, look, Canelo Alvarez. How come nobody ever said anything about his chin? Wasn't it Cotto? Wasn't that Cotto's brother he fought? I think that's who it was. Did he rock Canelo Alvarez early on in his career? Canelo, he won the fight. How come nobody ever say he's chinny? It's just weird. Everybody got their selective shit when it comes to who has a chin and who doesn't. That's why you hardly hear Rebel Life even bring up chins as much. I don't really bring that up because to me, you have to really be like almost like a Amir Khan level to have a bad chin. That's just how I look at it when it comes to being chinny, quote unquote. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. This is Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. And I'm off this.